All right, boys, we back at it again for another war. I'm hoping this recording works out. I'm trying to do it while I'm driving, and well, sometimes my old lady doesn't. She says I'm not the best multitasker, which I don't know why she says that, because I can piss her off and amuse myself at the same time. Quite good, actually. So, but anyways, all right. In this war, Havok's gonna clear most of the fights on the path. I got a couple fights with Titania, and then Jabbar's going to get some redemption. Now, I took these fights early this morning. It was probably about 5 a.m. Probably also not my best decision I've ever made, but I got tied up, and then I was going to be busy at work today, so it's the only time I had. So we have this massacre, and I played this fight terrible. It's the more you stun, it reduces the duration. And you can see I'm being an idiot and just parrying like crazy. So I'm using them all up. And I'm going to get behind on the Indestructibles. It's coming up here shortly. I'm doing an okay job so far. And it's looking good so far. But it's going to go bad. Trying to figure out. I throw the L2 hoping for more damage, and then here it comes. Here's where it starts. Maybe I missed it. I might have missed it. But I end up fighting my way out, having to hit and block. And because this fight's not that hard as long as you stay in front of the Indestructibles. And as you can see now, I'm getting cornered. Oh, here it is. I did a terrible job. I caught up, and now I'm having to work myself out of the corner. And I mean, he's almost dead, but once you start getting behind, it's hard to get caught up. You need the AI to work with you. And yeah, that L2 in my block hurt. But I didn't want to give him any more Indestructibles because he already had a lot. And I'm finally getting him to play ball. Let me hit into his block. And I'm like, all right, dude, I need you to die. Like, come on now. 1%. Which, that's fine. I just went on and took that in the block. I'm already going to have to heal because I took an L2 into the block. So, hey, what's another couple potions? So, that one kind of woke me up this morning. I don't know if I was half asleep. I apparently was not thinking. Apparently I tried doing it on autopilot and didn't work out. So now we're going into this thing, and I'm using Havok again. Because his L3 really does do a good bit of damage. Just make sure that protection's down. And it's really not that big of a deal. But on this one, I can parry freely, thank God, because I don't need to do thinking, I guess. The main thing here is to keep his rock stacks under control. As long as I do that, hey, that's fine. And then once I get to my L3, we're going to beta heavy, make sure his protection is on cooldown, and then we set. Everything will be good. This fight's going really well. I think I start baiting the heavy here, or trying to. Yeah. And it took him a minute to throw it, so that's fine. We're just waiting it out. And then, yeah, he throws it, or I throw it once the cooldown comes down. Man, maybe I really am bad at multitasking. I'm all over the road. And you can see the L3 actually does really good damage. I'm doing a very good job staying on top of my prowess. I'm keeping the rock stacks in check with really some odd combos. Like, what am I doing right now? I left him at 13. I'm telling you, this is war number 2 of dog water at its finest. And now I'm leaving him at 13. I don't know, I was 11. I left him at 11 that time. But I throw the L2 hoping that it would end, but I should have known that it would trigger protection. That's why I went to the L3 to begin the fight, but I like being an idiot and doing dumb shit. And on top of that, I just love selling fight time, because that's what I've done these first 2 fights. I have sold hard on fight time. I mean, what am I even doing? But he is going down, and I start getting back. It's like, okay, let's stop being an idiot. Let's calm down. We know what to do. Look, we've got a plan, okay? Let's throw the L3, and let's finish the fight. And that's what we do. We get out of there. It was really never in any danger. There was a few points I got, a little bit lucky on with the AI, but was never in any danger. So we're moving on to section 2, path 2 yet again. I've got an Ascended Doom here, and finally, for these Mystic Champs, I'm actually gonna bring a Buff Immune Science Champ for the first time probably all season. I mean, that's your ideal counter to these fights. Now, there's other champs that can do it, and I kind of abuse those. But, I'm using Titania for Chavez on One Eye Open, and wow, that's a fight and a half. But we'll get there. So, we're going in here, and my goal originally was, hey, look, I'm going to get to my L3, throw it, and I'm going to bait Doom's L1s. Nice and easy. I've already sold on fight time, so what's a little more? And it starts off really good. It really does. I'm trying to get to my L3 here, and I'm slowly getting there. It just takes a little bit longer baiting all these out. I go ahead and I throw my L3 when he's right at 1 bar of power. Okay, so I go in and I'm doing the normal heavies after the L3, and I push him far. So I block the first couple hits, and I dex out, which was actually, I did quite well. And yeah, so now after that, I guess I got brave and was like, hey, let's just push him to another L2. And let's fully dex it. Which is crazy because there's no need in it. It's just really honestly heal up. There's no need for that extra risk. Because if I miss, it's going to hurt. But I'm pretty sure I throw the L3 here. Finish it off. It's no harm, no foul kind of thing. Which was good because that's actually the only fight I've done well. And now for our last fight, we're back to Havok. And this is going to be EMP mod, Kate Bishop. And all I want her to do is throw specials, let me get the shocks, and then we're going to watch her melt. Like, that's the game plan on this node. My goal was to only bait L1s because I don't know what her L2 does. I've only ever baited L1s, so I don't know if it's a good or bad thing. I just see everybody bait the L1, so it's what I've always done. But I built up a lot of prowess at the beginning, and I'm trying to bait it out, and I bait the first one out, which was good. And you can see she's just melting, and I'm trying to let that do most of the damage. And she gets pushed over 2 bars. So I'm like, hey, let's throw the L2. And yeah, because I really don't know what it does. I couldn't tell you. I just feel like it does something bad. I'm sure somebody will be in my comments and be like, bro, it does nothing. You stressed for nothing. And that might be the case. It might be. I don't know. But, okay. Now we get to this Chavez, and my God, at this fight. Man. Okay. First off, I hate Chavez. She is a bitch. Okay? Just let me go. I need to go in and get that out because I know what's coming, okay? And if I don't say it now, I'm going to say it in the middle of the video, okay? And this is why I can't never monetize my stuff, okay? Bad words. But wait till you see this fight and the Chavez AI, okay? Now, this is one eye open. Look at that. Starting out with a heavy right out the gate. So I'm like, okay, let me go in and get one eye down. I accidentally parried, so I didn't hit into her. And another heavy. That's going to be the theme of this fight. And another heavy. She kept throwing heavy after heavy like, my God. Whoever coded her AI needs to just go find a very tall cliff. Because now I'm in another heavy. I mean, look at how many dimensions she has up at this point. And another one. And another one. I mean, look at this. Well, what am I supposed to do at this point? So, I'm lost at the moment. I have no idea what to do. I really don't. I'm just, all right, look, I'm trying to bait L1s. I've got trapped in the corner. I know inevitably I'm going to have to push her to an L2, which is what I do. I probably should have done a better job with the indestructible and how I use it, but I did a very bad job of it. Then right there, I stand there and waste the hits of my indestructible that I had in case I needed to tank an L3 like I am right now. I've knocked off about 20%. I'm already tanking an L3. Like, this is how this fight's going. I'm like, okay. So now I know she's got that dark phase, and I'm going to take damage back for all the damage I do to her. So I'm like, all right, let me throw my L3. Let me get my indestructible up and get some damage off. I think this is the one good thing I did in this fight that really knocked off some of her health and allowed me to get back into the fight. But of course, she's still throwing heavies. And I'm trying not to get her to her L2. And she's just throwing heavy after heavy. Still, like... But now I start countering her L1 with my heavy to get knockdowns. And I'm trying to not get in the corner. I'm not doing a very good job of it. But, here we are. And that hurt. Missing that dex. So, there's that. But I'm slowly starting to get this fight back under control. Back where I need it to be in order to finish it out. I got through the dangerous parts. Now it's just killing her. Getting her to die. So, we throw another L3, and I'm really hoping that this kills. I'm really hoping, because I just want out of this fight. Because it went all kinds of bad, and thank God she dies. And I sell on fight time even more. But now we move on to the last fight, and after that one, thank God it's a easier fight. I'm taking this Jessica Jones with Jabari. It's hazard shift, but Jabari's just going to cleanse it. Jabari is really good for Jessica Jones. Even though this is a rank 1 7-star, it's still such a good matchup. Even though I'm punching up, it just doesn't matter at all. I did throw on a regen just because I know I'm going to take a lot of block damage. So I figured, why not? Because it is a rank 1. And right here, I'm looking at throwing on a 12% skill, but then I remember, hey, I'm not going to throw any specials. So I didn't. And yeah, this fight was a lot of fun. It was nice to finally have a fun fight that I enjoyed. after that absolute shit show of a Chavez fight. And, I mean, you can see the bleeds. I mean, she's just going down, really kind of quick. There's no danger to this fight. As long as I don't do anything stupid, I don't mess anything up, there's just nothing to worry about. So it was nice to not die this war. Really thought I was going to against Chavez. Still not sure how I kind of didn't, but hey, we pulled it out by the grace of the Kabam gods. Man, I really did enjoy this fight. It's kind of fun watching it. At the very end, I will throw Jabari's L3 just because I don't know what it looks like, and I just kind of got curious. I was like, hey, what's her L3 look like? Let's just throw it, see what it looks like, because I know it's going to kill. But I was like, so that's her L3. How about that? But, folks, that's it from me. Man, I hope you enjoy the war. That's it. Peace.